Hello, welcome to, or welcome back rather, to Barebones training. Today's training session is actually going to be an upper body cardio session. The way that I'm actually going to implement cardio into this session is to reduce the amount of weight that you're lifting and increase the amount of reps. This will increase your heart rate and keep it high throughout the workout without overloading your muscles. So you're not trying to hit fatigue in the exercises or trying to look to increase strength. You're just trying to keep a weight which will be about 50 to 60% of your sort of maximum working weight, and you're trying to hit 20 reps, 15 reps and then 10 reps of each circuit. We're going to split body parts and we're going to work 3 exercises on each body part. So you'll start with your chest, then you'll move on to your back, then your shoulders, and then you'll finish with your arms, your biceps and your triceps. So you'll do 3 exercises, you'll do 20 repetitions on each exercise, you'll then go back to the first exercise, do 15 repetitions on each, then back to the first exercise and do 10 repetitions on each. So it's a 3 exercise set on each body part, and you'll be doing 20 reps, 15 reps, then 10 reps. So it's quite a lot of sort of intensity within a small session. Your rest time is up to you, ideally minimal. So just keep moving throughout the whole workout, don't stop. Again, use a weight which you can hit the reps for. I've dropped it 5 reps each round because you should be hitting fatigue by the time you get to the last round. It should be difficult because your muscle has been overloaded in a short period of time. However, not overloaded through increasing the amount of weight that you're lifting, just from the amount of reps, the amount of volume that you're doing in the session. So again, as I said, it keeps your heart rate up nice and high, and then you should be breathing pretty heavy at the end of each of the circuits. Therefore, we're implementing a cardiovascular session within a weight training session. It's just a different idea to give you something else to do instead of, as I said before, like running outside or on a treadmill or going on the cross trainer or the bike or the rower. It'll just implement a bit more upper body into your workouts, and again, burn a few extra calories whilst giving the body something to hang on to, i.e. muscle. So let's get to it. So we're starting with our chest, and the first exercise that we're going to do is going to be press-ups. So whether you're doing these on your knees or on your toes, it will be 20 reps to begin with. So make sure that you keep your core nice and tight, whether you're on your knees or whether you're on your toes. Make sure you go right the way down to the floor so your chest is as close or if not touching the floor before you press back up. If you're doing it on the knees, exactly the same movement patterns, except you're trying to obviously do it on your knees. Make sure you keep your core braced throughout, don't let your hips hang, and make sure that you are keeping your shoulder blades retracted as you go down into the bottom of the press up. So the second exercise we're going to do is using a bench, obviously that's just on an incline. So the first notch on the bench for the incline, and then 2 dumbbells. You're going to be doing flies, so make sure the weights come above your chest when you begin. Don't touch the weights together, keep them above your chest the whole way through. Make sure your shoulder blades are in contact with the bench the whole time and that your core is braced. So you're going to a big stretch on the chest, keep it level with the chest, and then bring the weights together above your chest throughout the movement. Nice, slow, controlled reps. First round 20, second round 15, last round 10 reps. Bring them down when you've finished and give yourself a 5-second count before you move on to dumbbell chest press. So now your palms face away from you, you're pressing the weights to about 2 inches apart above your chest. Bring them so your forearms are parallel, elbows at right angles, nice big stretch on the chest. Press back to that starting position. Your back remains stable on the bench throughout the exercise. So once you finish those, you'll go back onto your press-ups. You'll do 15 reps of each exercise, back to your press-ups, 10 reps of each exercise. Once we've finished our chest, we'll move straight onto our back. So literally pack your chest stuff away and set up your back movements. You're going to start with renegade rows. So chest directly over, feet nice and wide. Pull one dumbbell up towards your hip whilst keeping your hips as stable as possible before alternating to the other arm. Again, too difficult on toes. do these on your knees. Same movement pattern, make sure your core stays braced, similar to doing them on the press-ups. The second exercise, you'll take your resistance band, okay? Feet together on the bottom of the resistance band, cross the band over, and then hang on to just underneath the handle. From here, push away. So it's just working on the posterior part of your shoulder. Squeeze at the top of the exercise, slow on the way down. Okay? From there, you'll take your rounded resistance band, you'll step on the middle of it again, two hands, take the tension so it's on each side of the body, make sure it's level, and then squeeze into that bent over row position. So from a side on point of view, tailbone up, chest up, pull, squeeze, back down. Then you'll move back onto the renegade rows. Keep the renegade rows at 20 reps because it's 10 on each arm each round. Then you'll drop the reverse resistance band flies to 15 and the bent over resistance band rows to 15 before then doing 10s and 10s. So that So now we're going to move on to shoulders. So again, for our first exercise for shoulders, we're going to take our resistance band and this time hold on to the handles. Feet together at the bottom of it, take the tension, and then you're going to go into a lateral raise. So knuckles up, slight elbow bend. Don't bring the weight or the resistance band's handles down to your side. Keep them just away from your hips and focus on pushing the resistance bands towards the sky. Keep the tension on the shoulder, push. So you're just trying to keep the medial delt, the middle of your shoulder, working throughout the exercise. Once you've hit 20 reps of that, take your two kettlebells and you're going to go into an upright row. So it goes outside of the hips, pull as high as you can, utilize your shoulders, small amount of biceps, and control the exercise. Knuckles face towards the floor as you raise the elbows up and you squeeze your shoulder joint. Once you've done 20 reps of those, you'll go into shoulder press with the dumbbells. So bring the dumbbells up onto your shoulders, press your elbows through the weights and your biceps towards your ear before bringing back down to touch shoulders. Keep your core tight and don't allow your back to arch. Focus on driving your bicep to cover your ears every rep. Once you've done 20 of those, you'll go back to the resistance bands and you'll begin your set of 15 reps on each exercise and then your set of 10 reps on each exercise. That's shoulders. Last phase of the workout, same rep ranges, 20, 15, 10, except you're going to be doing a bicep exercise followed by a tricep exercise, a bicep exercise followed by a tricep exercise. So there's now 4 exercises, but you'll go front of the arm, back of the arm, front of the arm, back of the arm. So we'll begin with 20 dumbbell curls, okay? So from here, you'll rotate the weight up, not to touch shoulders, keep the bicep with tension in it, return so that the arm is fully extended by your hips, and then again push towards the ceiling, slowly turn on the way back down. So a side on view looks like this. Notice how I'm not coming all the way up, I'm keeping tension in the bicep and then bringing it back down to a full arm extension. So that's the first bicep exercise. The first tricep exercise is done with our looped band, okay? One foot goes in, other foot goes through the band, then you bring the band up to above your head, so you're in this position here, and then you're going to push the band towards the ceiling before returning to the start position. Keep your core tight and your elbows slightly forwards from your body. Once you've done 20 reps with that, you'll go back to your resistance band with the handles. Step as wide as you need to in order to get tension on the band, and then you'll work 20 bicep curls with the resistance band. Again, same movement pattern as with the dumbbells. Elbows tight, don't come all the way up to the shoulder, keep tension in the bicep, fully extend at the bottom. The last exercise of the 4 for the arms will be with triceps with the kettlebells. You'll set yourself up so that you're lying on the floor, hands on the kettlebells either side of your ears, keep the elbows slightly forwards, press the weight towards the sky, back down to the start position, tap the floor, next rep. Focus on keeping the elbow as still as possible as you're moving the weights up towards the sky. So again, for this workout, 4 exercises, biceps, triceps, 20 on each, 15 on each, 10 on each. So there we have our upper body cardio session. It should take you around 40 minutes. Make sure you warm up beforehand just for 5 minutes. Get your heart rate elevated, then go into your weight session. Make sure you keep the session flowing. If you're resting for too long, then you're probably lifting too heavy weights. So focus on starting light to begin with, and then each time you try the workout, you can gradually increase weight. But it's not about the weight that you lift. It's about using a weight which is heavy enough to cause the stimulus that we need, and that's a big amount of work done in the session to increase our heart rate and keep our calorie burn quite high. You can look to increase strength, muscle size during your heavier weight sessions that you should be doing outside of your conditioning sessions. Just an idea, you don't have to do this workout, but if you do try it, let me know how it goes. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.